Welcome back to another Mitch Fits video. So today we're doing T7 tailgate and barn door glass. So we'll show you the tailgate. One thing to mention, this has got the digital view camera. So we're going to show you how to integrate and retain this feature as well. So the first thing I'm doing, I've got a trim tool. We've got lots of these plastic rivets. I'm going to pop these out first and then gain access to the panel. So as you can see, trim tool in there, pop it out like that to release it. So you will notice that up here you've got all these little clips. Slide these out of the way. These were to retain that trim panel. Just pop them off. So I've grabbed a 2mm Allen key for these two screws here. So this is to remove the back plate for the camera mount. They're not very tight, so you can just do it like this without an attachment. One screw. So with those two screws removed, if you just rotate it round, it'll unclip. So next, with a 2.5mm Allen key, we're going to undo the sandwich plate for the camera. So with your two screws now removed, just give this a wiggle, and there we go. And now unplug it.
Right, so first things first is we need to be marking these braces out because we need to cut them out. So simple as follow the line with a ruler and draw a line across. Do it on all four. Like that. So now I'll cut them out and follow that line. Right, mass, we're going to go inside. It's going to be loads easier. Get in. So now I'm going to go in with the angle grinder and cut across the lines. We're also going to do another one around this area, slightly higher up, just so we can get the nibbler through later on. But that's the crucial one that is straight, because the trim's going to have to follow that shortly. Ciao Bella. You get that? Yeah. So sometimes, leave that in. Sometimes you don't need to cut another one off. It just falls out like that. So that was just dead easy. Let's give the other one a pull. There you go. So that's them out now. And then you just want to scrape just a little bit off there, otherwise it's going to be hard to nibble through in a minute. So now we're going to go outside and just sheet up the outside to protect the paint. Basically, I'm just doing a bit of masking up just to protect the edge, because you don't want sparks or metal filings in your paint. So that's that sheeted up now, and now we're going to drill some holes for the corners because it's tight when you're nibbling out. So we're going to be drilling some holes right in the corners of the window, but we'll do that from the inside. That's them whipped out, back to the outside. Now we're going to move on to the nibbler. So now we're going to go in with our shears. There's so many ways you can do this. As my butcher says, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. But you can angle grind, you can use nibblers, jigsaws, anything that you feel comfortable with. We like this one because it doesn't really leave a sharp edge and it doesn't leave loads of swore for little cut tins and shavings. So first, I'm going to take a good chunk of the metal out just to relieve all the tension, because there's tension in there, and then we're going to go around after it's been cut about an inch away from the edge, and we're going to be able to fine tune and cut it nicely. The good thing about this is it just followed that inner skin edge, so you can't really go wrong with cutting out on one of these tools. So that's the first part out. As I say, I've just taken that main bit of tension out, and now we're going to follow the internal skin that we marked up earlier on, and just take out the rest of it. That's the first piece out. Oh yeah, I obviously made that look really hard because there's like the sand deadening on the back and the glue. You can scrape that off and it'll just go through a lot easier. I forgot. So that's that all trimmed out. There is still some from where we grinded earlier on, there's still some burrs and swarf. So what we'll do is we'll go with a flat wheel on the grinder now. Now that's that all nice and smooth and not sharp. So now, using your camper glass double fitting kit is what we recommend for doing such a big window like this. You'll take your glass cleaning wipe, your alcohol wipe, you can use normal spray, but this comes with a kit, and clean up all of this surface. So now we're going to need the window primer and the bud. So this works as a rust inhibitor. So all those bare surfaces that we've cut out, it's best to just cover those bits in it just to prevent any future rust. It goes a long way, so don't use too much, give it a dab on the way because you don't really want it all over your paintwork. So now you want to mark or prime up your bonding area. So wherever we're putting the bond later on, that needs to be on there for the bond to stick. Okay, so now that's on there, that'll take a couple of minutes to go off. We're going to go grab our trim now and cover up this edge. So now we'll put our trim on. I have the glass. All right, back to your fitting kit. Clean the glass now with the alcohol wipe. Right, now we're going to prime the window. It's crucial that we get this in the same place as we got it on the van, so the adhesive bonds onto both surfaces. So that's the window primed up. Now I'm going to go get the bond and bond around the hole. Right, now to bond the window, we want to get a nice V going around. Put the glass in. Mitchell, please can I borrow your hand?
Yes.
And there we go. That is the glass bonded in. Give it an hour and it'll be good to go.
So that's the window now all fitted. Thank you, Mikey, for doing that. We're just going to do the camera integration now. So I'll open the boot and we're going to show you about drilling some holes. So at the moment you've got this cable here, but it's just not pretty. So I want to try and hide it a little bit, especially now we've got a window here. So my plan is we're going to drill a hole up here and then thread this wiring through and then re-grommet it. And it'll just be a bit of a cleaner look. So I've grabbed some primer that Mikey used earlier. This has got rust inhibiting properties. So where I've drilled the hole here, we're just going to pop a tiny bit in here, just like that, just to prevent the metal from rusting. So with the cable now threaded in the hole, I've got a grommet which we're going to install. It is going to be a case of you have to stretch the grommet a little bit to get it on, just because we've got to get around this 90-degree bend, like so. And now we can go ahead and press the grommet in place. Now we can go with mounting the camera. As you can see, we've just tidied the wiring up the best we can. So let's talk about the camera mount now. So at the moment, you currently have this mount here and this mount here. These were sandwich plated through the steelwork on the van. We now need to mount it to glass, so you can't use that. So what VW want to do is they want to change the whole camera. Different camera, different mount, different backing plate. Now that costs money, so we're going to give you two options. You can use a 3D printed adapter that we're making here. This will be stuck onto your existing mount, and then you can use the existing cover as well, but removing that part that I've just showed you that was on the front of the van. So it looks like this. I'm currently making a template during this video, so I've marked the glass here. This is where your camera sits. So essentially you're going to be fixing your camera in this position here, and we will supply you a template to do so. That'll be a bit easier than just measuring like I am right now. But I've used the van, templated it earlier, and now we're transferring that over. So we're doing the adapter to start with. We're going to look at supplying these cameras as well with the genuine integrated section for the glass. So I've just templated this out. We're going to get this installed. So in case of, let's plug this in first. Get it. And now I'm going to put the backing plate on now as well. Grabbing your 2mm Allen key and the little black bolts that were removed. Let's re-sandwich this back on. Just needs to be hand tight, nipped up. So now I'm going to close the tailgate and then remove the adhesive tape, pull this cable to where we need it to be, and then we'll stick it in place. So that's the glass now fitted, that's the camera now fitted. As you saw, we did the adapter method just to show you what our idea is. If you want to go down the genuine camera route, genuine camera mount, something we're going to be doing as well. All I've got now to do is put the grommet in, which we're just going to source, and then put this panel back on, and that's the job done. So yeah, that's how you do it. We'll catch you in the next one.